The botch there is, the botch there was, the botch there ever will be. This is the excellence of execution technician version of Bret Hart. We're going to run him against Mr. Perfect with Jerry the King Lawler and Arn Anderson as trainers. There will be botch gems galore on the board, and Bret ain't scared of no low talent. This footage is courtesy of GodLovinRebel from Execution. Isn't that sweet? Some interfaction sharing of footage so you folks can all see these guys in action at 4 stars. So Bret's got the boost on his blue moves. One blue move generates some green gems, so you might think ADR would help load that finisher. But ADR does not make the finisher what it is. Having botch gems on the board, and lots of them, is what we're looking for. So we're not running Alberto Del Rio here. But what we do need, and it's one of the sticking points with this version of Bret Hart, is we need our second blue move, the botch gem move, and the finisher loaded at the same time. They have to run back to back for it to be effective. So Mr. Perfect's gonna do what Mr. Perfect does. Get his purple move and green move off together. Put a lot of blue on the board. But it's not super strong. And we're gonna kick out of that. So we're going to use our first green move here to load that finisher. We're going to try not to create a pin. And we're going to try to place our remaining green gems in a place where Mr. Perfect is going to try to kick out with them. Because you'll see what we do with our finisher here. So one move to load our finisher, another move to set up 2 green matches that Mr. Perfect is going to use to try and kick out of this pin. So we're choosing 13 botch gems on the board. The choose is the key here, because you're going to cover all the potential matches your opponent can make, and then put the rest in the middle of the board to help with some cascades. So we hit our finisher. It's going to hit for close to 80k because it's a bonus for every botch gem on the board. And now watch Mr. Perfect. Nothing. Not nearly enough. So that's a pretty quick match, even though we needed to get a 12 charge finisher loaded in addition to our MP move. So we'll go against Braun Strowman here in match number 2. We'll see if GodLovinRebel's bitten off more than he can chew with the monster among men here. But a blue match turn 1 gets our 2 blue moves loaded. This will help get our green finisher charged. So we saw how quick that first match was, and this one's not going to be much longer. But we've got some time here to discuss the big botch gem guys like Bret, like Big Show at 4 stars, like Arn Anderson, like Lex, that's a tongue twister, like Lex Luger. If you're using them in feuds, fantastic. They're probably going to be fast, win matches fast, because once you pin your opponent, if you play the botch gems correctly, he won't be able to kick out. But think of all the health you're leaving on the board. The way they're doing these new feud events, and you just earn matches in the event for winning brawls and winning matches in brawls, great. You're going to win a lot of matches with these guys, and you're going to win them relatively fast. But if you're looking at your total event score and what factions look for in how good a feuder you are, and the pride you get in how many points you score for your faction in the faction events, you're leaving a lot of HP on the board. So that's a lot of bonus points on the table when you're totaling up your score. So here the botch gems go out. And Braun being a showboat here, he's going to need some real help to kick out of this 80K finisher. And the way those botch gems are, it's just not going to happen. So, great character, wins matches quickly, tough for the opponent to kick out. But in a feud, you're leaving lots of feud points on the table that your faction could use to move up or down and get some of that faction pride. Thank you again for Execution's GodLovinRebel for the footage. That is Bret Hart at 4-star.